Hey, is Megan coming?
No. Nicole's gonna do it.
Oh, she's yeah.
They're not even out.
Yeah. Just ours, not theirs. All right, that'll be it.
Broadcasting live from Wallace, Idaho, home of the Wallace Miners, this is Channel 3 Sports.
Before we introduce tonight's starting lineup, we ask you all rise, move your hats, and join us for a special guest appearance from El Community singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Very well done.
Nobody's as good as you are.
But I had not. This was I had because I was controlling. I should be respectful.
That was really good.
Check. Check, check, check.
A junior, number 33, Owen Howard. A junior, number 3, Weston Fraser.
Have a good game, bud.
A sophomore, number 12, Wallace. A sophomore, number 23, Cruz. Wallace guys are coached by Jordan Burton and assisted by Iris. And now starting from goal, hometown Wallace Miners. Up Preston, number 0, Cooper Miller.
Great question. I forgot to ask that. You have recall, right? Yeah. Perfect.
A senior, number 2, Julian Elliott. A senior, number 4, Tony Garvey. A sophomore, number 11, Andrew Larson. A senior, number 21, David Anderson.
fit you pretty well.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and good evening to Kirby Krulitz Court and Wallace Junior Senior High School for tonight's contest between the Wampus Cats of Clark Fork and the senior-laden Miners from Wallace. Starting for the Miners this evening, number 2, Julian Davis. Jumping center, number 4, Jordan Gardapi. Henry Larson, number 11. Freshman Cooper Miller, number 0. And Gabe Anderson, number 21. Getting his first start of the season. Gardapi controls the tip. It goes to Miller, and we're off. Wampus Cats come out in a man-to-man defense. Miners setting up offense and seeing what they can do with it. There's Miller at the top. He's guarded closely. High screen by Larson. Hand off to Gardapi. His shot in the middle of the key, no good. Rebound Wampus Cats. That's Logan Howard. And here comes the team in blue. Well, here comes the team in white. Want to say congratulations to this evening's seniors for the Miners. Gabe Anderson, Julian Davis, and Jordan Gardapi also getting starts this evening. Besides being wonderful basketball players, they're all great guys too. And here's one of the aforementioned Gardapi from the corner, no good. Rebound Wampus Cats. We're just getting started, 0-0. A cold, snowy night in Wallace on Valentine's Day. The town's abuzz with some basketball and the ski jor later. And here's Miller with the steal. He passes right side to Larson. High screen by Anderson, refused. Larson picks it up in the corner. There's Gardapi to help. Wampus Cats still playing man-to-man defense. Here's Cooper Miller, drives left side. Nice rebound, and we got the first lead of the game. 2-0 Miners on the bucket by Cooper Miller. On the floor for the Wampus Cats, Everett Montgomery, Owen Howard, Tom Butler, Logan Howard, and I believe it's Jason Mateo, but I'll have to double check that. Another turnover by the Wampus Cats and Miners control. Turnover by the Miners. Wampus Cats can't convert, and here comes senior Julian Davis on the attack. Julian having a wonderful year both in football, basketball, scholastically. Quite a guy, Julian Davis, and he gets fouled. Going to be Miners ball out of bounds.
Number 1, his first team start.
Coach Jared Young shouting out instructions to his troops. This play is called Utah. We have a official timeout. Referee Jason Dobbs asking shot clock operator Joe Bauer to reset the shot clock. Scoreboard duties this evening belonging to Pat Richardson. Official scorer Nicole Farkas. And again, Joe Bauer running the shot clock. It's a crowded table down there. Here are the Wampus Cats. It's 2-0. Miners suffocating defense. Good communication out there from him. Here's the lone senior from the Wampus Cats. That was Everett Montgomery. He had the assist there. And Wampus Cats show pressure. Miners handle it easily. We have Anderson underneath. Miller passes up on that. And we have our second foul call of the game. That's going to go against the Wampus Cats for a hold. Foul called on Buddy Adams. That's his first, team second. And a nice round of applause for Gabe Anderson. Comes out of the game, replaced by Emmett Miles. Gabe is the ASB student body president. Gabe, to my understanding, is also a wonderful chef. Enjoys cooking, likes the culinary arts. I'm joined in the booth tonight by Gage Wood and Jocelyn Johnson, both engineers for Channel 3 Sports. Happy to have these guys up here on Valentine's Day. They kind of need a chaperone. And here's Adams. He passes the corner to Montgomery, his shot no good. Rebound Davis. We'll say that a lot this evening. Davis active on both ends of the floor, and here comes Miller from the point. Wampus Cats still man-to-man defense. There's a back cut by Gardapi. Miller has it. Top of the arc. His shot up off left-hand side. Rebound Western Carson. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Weston Castor. Montgomery right side picks it up. Nice pass inside. Up, no good. Ooh, looks like we have a foul call on the baseline against Miles. Looks like that could have just been a out of bounds call. Instead, referee Greg Dobb chooses to call the foul. He's called 2 of the 3. Actually, he's called 3 of the 3 fouls so far. He's an active official. Wampus Cats. Out of bounds play. Miners in the 2-3 zone. Inbound to the corner. Goes up top to Montgomery. His 3-point attempt. Up, no good. Rebound Miller. Miners are on the run. Here's Gardapi. Senior Gardapi going right to the hoop. Stop. Beautiful shot, man. I'm so impressed over the last few years with the progression of Jordan Gardapi. And just then Gardapi and Davis on the steal. Larson picks it up. Pass to Davis. Couple dribbles. Down low. Basket up and in. Great senior combination. Jordan Gardapi and Julian Davis there on the defense and transition play. And the Miners have an early 6-2 lead here with just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Nice crowd here tonight on a wintry evening in Wallace. The surrounding communities, Mullen, Osborne, Smelterville, Silverton. It's been snowing all day, but it's warm inside the gym. And here come the Wampus Cats, trailing by 4, 3.5 to play. First quarter. Adams has it. Gets it in the corner to... Apologize, no glasses tonight. I'm trying to make do with what I got, but the Wampus Cats turn it over. Going the other way, Miners ball. Miller, Davis, Gardapi, Larson, and Miles on the floor. Wampus Cats into some full court pressure. Miners handle it easy. There's Larson on the baseline. He can't get the handle. Ball out of bounds to the Wampus Cats. Miller with a bucket, Davis with a bucket, and Gardapi with a bucket. That accounts for the Miners scoring so far. Larson will take a quick break, replaced by senior Gabe Anderson again. Gabe, a fan favorite, seemed like a peer favorite as well. Just a really great guy. And we're celebrating all these Miners. In addition to the basketball player, we have a few cheerleaders, and we'll recognize them a little bit down the line. Here's the Wampus Cats challenging. Nice interior pass. And we got a foul call underneath. Foul's going to be called against Emmett Miles.
Emmett has 2.
Wampus Cats Mateo Cruz will go to the line. Cruz's second shot up and good. 6-4, Wallace lead. A little bit of three-quarter court pressure from the Wampus Cats. Great suffocating defense. Miller trapped in the corner of the back court, and there's going to be a foul called against the Wampus Cats. Miners retain possession. Gabe Anderson substituted into the game by Evan Strange. Strange, a freshman. And Reese Williams makes his first appearance for the Miners tonight. Miller has it right side. Great man-to-man defense shown by the Wampus Cats so far early in the game. And it's making life tough on the Miners. Miller shot, no good. Rebound, Wampus Cats, here they come. Ooh, nice move. We have a attempted charge, no good. Rebound up and in. That's 33. That's Logan Howard. Nice combination play by the Wampus Cats. Here's Strange in the corner. Great defense shown here by the Wampus Cats in the beginning moments of the game. We'll see if they can maintain that pressure throughout. Gardapi in the corner. His shot, no good. Rebound, Davis. Gets it out to Miller. That ball was touched. Miller's all right to pick it up in the backcourt if he had to. Doesn't need to. There's a screen set by Evan Strange and a foul against the Wampus Cats. There's a difference between fighting through a screen and running the screener over, and I think that was the latter. It's the 5th team foul against the Wampus Cats, so Evan Strange will go to the line. Chance to take the lead here. 6-6 early on. Tie game, just under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Evan Strange goes to the line. His first free throw attempt up and in. Evan's older sister, Amy Strange, was recognized this evening. She's one of our cheerleaders. Wonderful student and member of the Wallace community. You have a lot to be proud of here. Evan's second free throw, up. No good. Rebound, Wampus Cats. Miners 1 point lead. Minute 45 left in the first quarter. There's Montgomery. He gets it to Carver. Carver dribbles right side. Good ball handling there. Passes to the teammate, number 12. His bank shot, no good. Rebound, Reese Williams. Buddy Adams with the shot. Larson hand off to Miller. Another high screen set by Larson. Working a little two-man game. Gets it right side to Gardapi. Williams clears, looking to give Gardapi some space. There's a swing. Miller drives right down the middle. His teardrop layup attempt, no good. Out of bounds, off the Miners. Wampus Cats ball, under 1 minute to play. Miners have a 1 point lead, and back into the game checks Julian Davis. He'll replace Reese Williams. Montgomery looking deep, nothing there. Gets it in the cave-in. Back to Montgomery, a little full court pressure by the Miners. There's a fumble at midcourt, retrieved by Miller. 45 left on the clock. Way to go up and get the pass by Davis. Davis dribbling on the baseline. Gets a couple Miners up. Nice pass and cut by Larson. Larson up and in. Miners take a 3 point lead, 9-6 with 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Montgomery passes it way up court. And I think we might have a jump ball. That's a great heads-up play by Julian Davis to tie up 33 Logan Howard from the Wampus Cats. And it'll be Wampus Cats possession, but that means the Miners will get the ball coming into the second quarter. Unless there is another jump ball. Here's Montgomery. Nice interior pass to Adams. Adams layup attempt, no good. Foul called against the Miners. Strange. That'll be Strange's first, team's second of the quarter. Third team foul. Remember this year in an FHS high school sports, 5 fouls will get you 2 shots. So far the Miners have committed 3 and the Wampus Cats 5. So the Miners shoot a double bonus here on the next foul. Strange is substituted for by Williams. On the floor with here 20 seconds left. Gardapi, Davis, Williams, Larson, and Miller. This is Buddy Adams at the line for his second shot. Up and good. Wampus Cats playing a little bit of 1-3-1 pressure here. Miners handle it easily. There's Larson. He drives baseline. Passes far side to Gardapi. His 3-point attempt up, no good. Rebound tipped by Davis, handled by Larson. Gardapi's going to drive. And rebound Howard for the Wampus Cats. Here's Evans. Adams, his shot up and no good. That was a nice look from the corner. Buddy Adams almost hit that there. 9-8 here, first quarter. Conclusion of the first quarter. We'll be back in a sec. Welcome back to Wallace Junior Senior High School on Valentine's Day 2025. Lots going on in the world, but we can always count on love, love found, love lost. There's two sides of the coin, but we're feeling the love this evening inside Kirby Krulitz Court. Larson shows some love to Davis. His shot, no good. Nice rebound. Logan Howard, here come the Wampus Cats. Montgomery has the ball. Oh, man, we have kind of a dangerous play. The trail official comes and calls that charge. I agree with that. Reese Williams didn't quite have position and tried to draw that charge. And when you go throwing yourself on the floor like that, sometimes it's a good recipe for an injury. Luckily, Montgomery's okay, and he's going to shoot a couple free throws. Montgomery is the lone senior on the Wampus Cats. Man, I'm glad they made it here safely. It's been a wintry day here in the panhandle of North Idaho. Been snowing all day, and Clark Fork is not immune to the snow we get here. Montgomery converts. Wampus Cats have their first lead of the game. Miners trailing 9-10 here. Beginning of the second quarter, nice look up court by Miller. However, Williams wasn't quite there. Not quite tall enough to handle that pass. Turnover Miners. And they're going to come out showing a little bit of pressure. Doesn't look like the Wampus Cats are quite prepared for it. Miller gets him where he wants to be in the corner. Davis can't stop him from going up the sideline, and here it is 23. That's Cruz. Cruz gets it to Buddy Adams. Adams to Montgomery. He'll drive right side. Met by Larson and Williams. Nice contested shot. Reese Williams, he gets the rebound. Outlet pass to Davis. Here's the senior, Julian Davis, a decorated athlete, one of the most, well, I don't want to use hyperbole. Julian has been a wonderful student and athlete here at Wallace Junior Senior High School for many, many years. I remember not too long ago he was receiving the Junior High Student Athlete Award, and now doing the same thing at the highest level of high school basketball. Contested shot there by Davis. Wampus Cats control. There's Adams, steal Davis. Had a discussion with Julian's mom last week after the win versus Court of Christ, and she said Julian's planning on attending Idaho in the fall, and he's considering playing basketball, but you know, also considering just focusing on his studies, and that's admirable as well. He's as good a student as he is an athlete, and that there's a lot to be said in that because he's done some special things this year. 6.5 here in the second quarter. Miners trailing by a point. Larson inbound to Gardapi. Gets it in the corner to Davis. Wampus Cats showing zone for one of the first times this evening. There's Larson. Going through some shooting struggles this year. Chooses to pass down low to Davis. That's not a bad option. Julian tries to get that baseline jumper in. No good. Here's Adams. Adams to 23. That's Cruz. Cruz to Montgomery. Miners a little bit scattered on defense. Larson contest. Montgomery shot no good, and here come the Miners. Kind of looking a little bit disjointed here early on. They've had some wonderful first quarters, scoring nearly 25 points tonight. Ooh, not as much action. Miller gets rejected, but he gets fouled on the way. Cooper's going to shoot a couple free throws.
Blue 3, that's his fourth.
Fouls called against Mateo Cruz. I'm sorry, they got Weston Caven. Does that say 4 fouls for number 3? Really? Oh, man. Weston Caven called for his 4th foul here early in the game. There's some discussion down there by Clark Fork coaches. Gardapi replaced by Strange. Caven has 4 fouls according to the scoreboard, and they're going to stick with them.
Oh, I didn't see. I'm sorry.
Referee double checks, and seems to be the case. 4 fouls here early in the first half. Miller's second shot up, no good. In and out. Rebound, Montgomery. Here's Buddy I'm sorry, that's Caven. Nice pass down low to Montgomery, and he's fouled by Davis. That's going to be Julian's first foul of the night.
Number 2, his
First foul for Davis. 4th foul for Caven, and he is substituted for into the game for the Wampus Cats is number 2. Jesse Yank. There's Montgomery in the corner, guarded closely by Miles. Foul called by the far official, Don White.
Right 12, that's his 3rd.
Foul called against Miles. That's Emmett Miles' 3rd foul of the game. So a couple players in foul trouble for both teams. Cooper Miller pleading this case to Don White. Looks like we have a technical foul that's been called out there. Can't quite figure out who is on. We'll get the call here from Don White, or maybe we won't. Oh, technical foul was called against Emmett Miles. That'll be his 4th foul. So
Yeah, was it the same?
yeah, he'll find his way to the bench.
So he's got 2 fouls and 2 team fouls.
Montgomery's shots are up and in. That's proving to be a very good thing for the Miners here. Not playing very well at the time, and they have a foul followed by a technical foul. Wampus Cats a couple shots. They'll retain possession and have a chance to take a 2-point lead here. Well, Montgomery fouled shooting 3 shots, I guess. Montgomery's 3rd shot up and really, really short. Sometimes that is not as easy as it looks. Williams will substitute into the game for Miles. Miles takes a seat at the end of the bench. Coach Young none too happy with him. Confusion amongst the referees, confusion amongst the score table. They're trying to get it straight. I don't think things were communicated really clearly there, and they're going to take time to get this thing straight here before resuming play. Early on, 5 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the first half. Miners trailing by a point. Both teams in early foul problems. And confusion continues. We got a thumbs up from Don White. Let's go. Let's play some ball. Wampus Cats inbound. Here's Montgomery with the ball. They got a 1-point lead here. 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Let's see if the Miner can't increase the intensity a little bit here on this cold, wintry night here in Wallace, Idaho. There's Buddy Adams. Great hustle play by Strange. Strange picks it up. Tries to get it to Miller and knocked out of bounds by the Wampus Cats. Miners have the ball. Nice hustle play there by Evan Strange. Emmett Miles on the bench with 4 fouls, 3 and a technical here first half. Don't know quite what was said or what happened, but he got a couple fouls really quickly. A technical foul is added to your foul total, so he's on the bench with 4. In the game for the Miners, Davis, Williams, Miller, Strange, and Larson. Here's Montgomery with the ball, facing the Miners zone. Nice interior play by the Wampus Cats. Miners all over him. 3-point attempt from the corner, no good. Rebound Miller. He's got Larson deep. Passes Larson up. Hoop's going to drive right side. Drives against a few Wampus Cats, and he gets fouled. He's going to shoot a couple free throws. That's Jesse Yank's first foul. Second team foul of the quarter. And Miller shot up and in. That'll give Coach Young a chance to substitute Gardapi for Reese Williams. And Miller a chance to take the lead here with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the first half. Miller's second shot up, good. Miners back in the lead. 12-10. 12-11, excuse me. A little full court man-to-man pressure by the Miners just to give them a little bit of look, and the Miners are in man-to-man defense. Gardapi guarding the senior Montgomery. There's a switch. I don't really know, actually. Nice steal by Evan Strange. He's going the other way. His layup attempt up and good. The Miners take a 3-point lead. And Clark Fork will take all the timeout here with 3:48 left in the first half. Miners 14. Wampus Cats 11. All right, well, welcome back to Kirby Krulitz Court. Our engineering staff here at Channel 3 Sports, Jocelyn Johnson and Gage Wood, have gotten to the bottom of the technical foul issue. The technical was called by the referee tonight, Jason Dobbs. He got Miles, Miles was reacting to the foul. There was no demonstration, but he must have said the magic words, and that earned him his 4th foul of the evening. 3.5 left here in the 3.5 left here in the first half, and a 3-second call against the Wampus Cats. That's the first 3-second call of the evening. Back come the Miners. Miller, Gardapi, Strange, Davis, Larson on the floor. Wampus Cats showing a little zone. Miller drives against it, gets the ball. Larson on a handoff. Larson at the free throw line, drives, nice baseline pass to Davis. Up and in, assist Henry Larson to the senior Julian Davis. Man, we could go on and on about the accolades Julian received this year. He had a wonderful football season. Man, he's had a great basketball season. He really makes this minor sports program go, and we're going to miss him when he's gone. As will we Jordan Gardapi and Gabe Anderson. Anderson demonstrating leadership in his own capacity as student body president. Davis on the basketball court, student council, Gardapi as well. They're well-rounded boys, and we love them. Here's Larson up top. He's going to drive, guarded by Craven. His layup attempt no good. Larson ties him up, and we got a jump ball out of bounds to the Miners. Nice job. And apparently the Referee pointed the wrong way. Wampus Cats ball. Miners will have the next jump ball. Miners with 4 fouls, Wampus Cats with 2 here. Second quarter, 16-11, 5-point lead with just over 2 minutes remaining. Larson gets his hand on the ball. Montgomery retains possession. And here's 23 for the Blue. His three-point attempt up. Well short, rebound down low. There's Montgomery, guarded by Strange. Nice interior passing. Howard, there is ball out of bounds off the Wampus Cats. Miners retain possession. On the floor for the Wampus Cats, Montgomery. Weston Caven's on the bench. Logan Howard, Evan Montig, Buddy Adams, and the late substitute number 2, Jesse Yeek. Yeek guards Strange. Howard on Gardapi. Montgomery guarding Davis. There looks like a foul. Julian, nice shot up and under. Miners' lead is growing. 7 here with a minute and a half. Nice full court pressure by Larson. Wampus Cats handle it. Just about a minute left to play here in the first half. Montgomery's drive up and in. Nice play by Everett Montgomery. Nice gesture by the Miners on senior night to gift Montgomery with a set of flowers and a little gift bag. Here's Miller. He's guarded closely. He's going to go, nope, not to the free throw line. That's only the 3rd team foul against the Wampus Cats. It'll be the Miners' ball out of bounds, but this has proved, Miners have proved to be pretty efficient on out of bounds plays this year. Got a few shooters on the floor there, Gardapi, Davis, and Miller. Miller gets the ball. Just under a minute to play. Man-to-man defense by the Wampus Cats. Miller drives, picked up by Howard down low. Can't do enough. Miller up and in. He's got 7 here early on, under a minute. Full court press by the Miners. Larson hustling back to get in position. Oh, just about forced to travel there. They're just about forced a charge there. No call by the referees. Up and in by Howard. Some good effort on defense. Miners don't get the payoff, but maintain a 5-point lead. Here's Miller, guarded up top by Yeek. There's Larson right side. Swing pass to Gardapi. 3-point attempt up and in. That's going to give the Miners an 8-point lead here with just under 10 seconds to play. Larson guarding. Davis steal. He's fouled. That'll be the 4th team foul. And the Miners will have to work some magic here with 2 minutes and 4 seconds. 2 seconds and 4 tenths of a second left here in this first half. Larson will inbound. Wampus Cats man-to-man pressure, full court, trying to deny the inbound. Miller gets it. He's guarded. His 3-point attempt up and no good. So the Miners fight back to get to an 8-point lead here in the first half. It's been an exciting first quarter. Welcome you back in about 10 minutes. Miners lead 23-15. Welcome back to Wallace, Idaho. Beautiful night in the Idaho Panhandle. A great night for some basketball, and we're celebrating our seniors here at Wallace High School. Two of them will start the second half, Julian Davis and Jordan Gardapi. Gabe Anderson on the bench, and we have a few cheerleaders to recognize as well. Tiffany Willer, Amy Strange. Just a couple of them, I guess. Tiffany Willer, and Amy Strange. There's Davis with the first two of the second half. Miners have a 10-point lead. Tiffany's parents, Savannah and Justin Willer. And Tiffany's planning on going to the U of I to study some psychology. Been a part of the cheerleading squad here for a few years, and we appreciate her support, as do the boys and girls. Man, these cheerleaders do a whole lot around here. Howard's shot contested by a couple Miners, and here comes Davis. He is the only Miner pushing up floor. Pass inbounds to Williams, and like the baseline official might have been a little bit confused. Ball out of bounds to the Wampus Cats. And also want to recognize senior cheerleader Amy Strange. Her parents, John and Stacy, great supporters of Miners athletics. Lots of kids in the system, and they're always around the gyms and supporting the Miners. And we need them on nights like these where it's cold and nobody wants to leave the house. The students had a day off today, teacher work day. Junior high dance last night. Lots going on here in Wallace. They do a good job of treating these kids and helping them along their way. There's a nice rebound attempt. Williams tipped to Miller. Miller has the ball up top. He's guarded by Yeet. Miller drives left side. He's bumped by Howard. No foul call there on the baseline. Montgomery has the ball. Here come the Wildcats. He's directing traffic up there. Guarded up top by Davis. Montgomery's three-point attempt, no good. Ball tipped around there by Larson by Montgomery. Finally out of bounds to the Miners. 27-15, 6 minutes, 14 seconds left here in the second half. This is the final home game for the Miners. From here, they'll probably go to North Idaho College for a playoff game of some sort next week to see if they can't make their way into the state playoffs. They're middling and about 500, but boy, they've had some great success and a few really tough games this year. It's been fun to watch their progression, and they're getting better all the time. There's one of the best reasons right there. That's Julian Davis. His drive attempt, no good. He's fouled by Howard, however, and he'll go shoot a couple shots. Man, Julian has just demonstrated leadership throughout the years. Like I said, junior high athlete of the year 4 years ago. He was a receiver on our football team when we needed a quarterback and asked him to play quarterback. He just does what's ever asked of him, and over the past few years he's really bloomed as an athlete. His mom, Heather Davis, a wonderful support for Julian, and he's got his eyes set on bigger and better things here in the future. Strange substitutes into the game for Miller. Miller checks out. He's got 9 on the night. He leads the scoring for the Miners. Davis free throw attempt, no good. Rebound, Wampus Cats. And no lead is saved here in the North Star League. And just as I say that, Yeats gets it out to the side. His three-point attempt, no good. Rebound, Davis. And he's fouled there by Yeats. Yannick, I'm sorry. Yannick is the name and number 12 there for the Wampus Cats. Yep, it's dark up here, and we're without spectacles, but we'll make do. Here's Montgomery. He's guarded by Davis. Gets it down low to Howard. Up top to Caven with 4 fouls. Handoff Montgomery. Closely guarded by Davis. Shot clock at 15. Wampus Cats retain possession. High screen by Montgomery. Pass left side to Caven. Caven's jumper, mid-range, no good. Larson jumped a little bit too early, able to keep it alive, and Rebound Wampus Cats. Here's Yannick. He's going to be fouled and go to the line. I think all three officials called that foul, and they're going to let the referee report that. Foul goal against the Miners, number 32, Reese Williams. That's his second, team first. Just under 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Caven getting some cat calls from the crowd. He's able to convert his first free throw. He's got 5 on the night. 5 points, 4 fouls. Let's see if he can make it through the third quarter. 4:45. Miners have an 11-point lead, 27-16. Yannick's second shot up and in. Miners look to push the ball up the floor quickly. Strange and Miller doing a good job handling the pressure. Miller cuts right through 2 Wampus Cats. Cooper's done a great job with that this year, getting to the foul line.
33.
Offensive-minded. He's been doing a great job shooting from the perimeter, as well as handling doing a lot of the ball handling responsibilities, and just leading this team. That's why he's one of the captains along with Julian Davis. Tonight, though, the spotlight shines on our 3 seniors out there, Gardapi, Davis, and Gabe Anderson. Miller's got 10, Davis 8, Gardapi 5. Larson has a bucket. Anderson yet to score. Miller's second shot up in. Miners 29-17. Strange applying a little full court pressure. Miners look to be in a man-to-man defense, or just showing early. Davis guarding Montgomery. Montgomery picks up his dribble about the block. He gets it out to Caven, guarded by Strange. Switch of the screens up top. Nice drive by Montgomery, no good. Handled by Davis. Here come the Miners. Boy, they're not really looking to push that much. We got a couple guys trailing midcourt. Sometimes it's hard not to watch Julian Davis work his magic, and luckily that time it worked out for the Miners. 31-17, 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Lob pass from Montgomery inside to Howard, out of bounds, off of the Miners. Nice interior defense by a few Miners going after that ball. Montgomery, Caven, Howard, Yannick, and Buddy Adams on the floor. We got a foul there. Didn't quite see what happened. We got some laughs up here in the booth, though. We'll get a little bit of a commentary on that. Foul's called against Gardapi. What happened there, Gage? Okay, so some gymnastics out there by senior Jordan Gardapi. He's assessed the foul. Nice inbound play by the Wampus Cats. Howard unable to convert. Nice rebound there by senior Gabe Anderson into the game here. First appearance in the second half, and right away his first touch is a good one. Davis drive guarded by Montgomery. No good. Rebound Anderson down low. He's tied up by the Wampus Cats. Looks like, yeah, that is a jump ball. It's going to be out of bounds to Clark Fork, but boy, Gabe Anderson comes into the game and gets in the action on consecutive plays. Gabe wearing number 21. Shot attempt from the Wampus Cats, no good. Want to recognize Gabe Anderson's parents, Jenna Clark and Sean Anderson. Gabe has plans of going to the University of Idaho to study business and eventually wants to start his own business. So a little bit of entrepreneurial spirit from Anderson. Speaking of that, it's an exciting night here in Wallace. We have it's the first night of what's become the annual Ski Jor. Downtown Wallace, the streets are lined with snow. There's people watching as skiers are being pulled behind side by sides on skis and doing some tricks, and it's a wonderful night here in Silver Valley, especially when the weather's cooperating, and that's the case tonight with a nice round of snow. Wampus Cats going to call their first timeout here of the second half. They're trailing 31-17. We'll be back. Fourteen-point lead for the Miners here, 31-17 with just under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Wampus Cats 3-point attempt from the corner, no good. Rebound, Gabe Anderson, there he is again. Loses control really quickly, but the Miners retain possession. On the floor for the Miners, the 3 seniors, joined by freshmen Miller and Strange. Want to send a shout out to some of our audience out there in YouTube land. Channel 3 Sports is a real special thing we have here at Wallace High School and allows people to watch from far off places. We appreciate you joining us. I'm up here in the booth with Gage Wood and Jocelyn Johnson, and Cooper Miller hits a 3-pointer. Miners 34-17, 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. There's Montgomery with the ball. Miners 1-3-1 zone. Gabe Anderson getting some real considerable minutes here tonight, and he always does a good job when he gets in there. He hustles, he rebounds, he understands the offense. He just hasn't got a chance to play in a lot of these close games, but it's nice to see Gabe out there contributing and having a great night on senior night. Larson comes back into the game for Gardapi. Larson probably the most handsome boy on the floor, in my opinion, but that's my son, so I gotta say that. Miners break the press. Here's Miller. He drives right down the middle. Boy, he's got a way of just slithering through that defense and sidestepping a defender and getting to the foul line. He's going to go to the line and shoot. Coop's got 14 on the night. Battling through some knee discomfort here late in the season. Basketball is a long season, and the Miners' season's growing to a close here, but boy, they're having a wonderful year. Had a fun opportunity to do a little traveling a couple weeks ago. Took a trip down to the Moscow area, played in Troy, which is a beautiful, proud school, and came out with one of the most exciting victories I've seen in a long time for the Miners. Then continued on to Genesee High School, where they handled things fairly easily. Came back, played Kellogg on earlier in the week and lost to them, but Miners still just showing signs of progress throughout the season. Late here in the season, some younger guys have been getting a chance to play, and that's exciting for the Miners. Wampus Cats inbound. Montgomery to Caven with 4 fouls. His shot, mid-range, no good. Rebound Miller. Miners on the break. Strange gets the pass intended for Larson. Passes Larson finally, baseline. Larson out to Miller. Miller's going to pass that shot up. Nice pass inside to Gabe Anderson. And Anderson's on the board with a couple points there. Wonderful team play by the Miners, and ends with the senior Anderson putting a nice layup in for 2. Just under a minute, 37-13. Miners up by 20. Good interior defense against Howard by Davis and Anderson. Anderson gets a block there. Miners control. Miller has the ball. Miller, Strange, Larson, Anderson, and Davis on the floor. Miners clear out for Strange, screened by Larson, and a little miscommunication there between Strange and Davis. Ball out of bounds. 30 seconds left here, third quarter. Miners 20-point lead, 37-17. All two of the 3 seniors on the floor for the Miners right now, Davis and Anderson, and there's the Wampus Cats senior, Everett Montgomery, with a 3-point field goal. 37-20 Miller pushes. Davis from deep. Wonderful. Montgomery throws a right. Davis comes back with the combination. 40-20. 6 seconds left here, third quarter. Caven inbound pass to Howard. Howard up and in. And the Miners just about have doubled the Wampus Cats so far this evening. 8 minutes left to play. 40-22. Miners lead. Watch me nay-nay, and watch me whip, and watch me nay-nay. We got a flashing scoreboard here, 40-22, Miners lead. Beginning of the fourth quarter. Here's senior Julian Davis, baseline pass to freshman Evan Strange. Strange can't convert. Substitute in the game for the Wampus Cats. That's number 10, Peyton Stevens. And there's Yannick with the rebound. His pass to Caven. Caven's been able to navigate the second half with 4 fouls. He drives. We got a block call on the baseline by Williams. Miners really doing a good job of looking to draw those charges, to step in front of the driving defender. Looked like that one might have been a little bit deep underneath the basket for Williams, but can't fault the effort there. Wampus Cats Caven will go to the line. He's going to shoot 2 shots. Some Hammond and Hahn over there from the student section. Good student section here for senior night on a wintry night. Again, it's been snowing all day, and the streets are covered with snow, and the highway is still yet drivable, but boy, things change in a hurry up here. We're just happy that people have gotten here safe, and hope everybody gets home safe. Gardapi and Davis handle the Wampus Cats pressure. They're on the floor with Larson. Larson 3-point attempt from the corner. Rims out. Rebound Caven. Larson hustling back on defense. Able to stop the ball, and here's Montgomery. Understand they're down by quite a few right now. The Wampus Cats have to start to put the ball in the hole here in the fourth quarter if they want to make this a contest. Here's Yannick. There's Montgomery. Coach Young asking his guys to work hard even with a 16-point lead. I love that. He's pushing these guys throughout the season to get better all the time. There's Davis. Left-handed layup attempt, no good. Great contested full court run by the Wampus Cats, and they're rewarded with a layup here. 40-24. Yannick with the ball. Down low to Howard. Howard guarded by Williams. He's fouled. On the ground says referee Don White. That foul goes against Williams. Called for the push. That's his 4th foul. Team's 2nd foul. Miller will replace Evan Strange. So on the floor for the Miners, Miller, Gardapi, Larson, Williams, and Davis. Here on senior night, it's Valentine's Day. Someone once said it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. So celebrating all those relationships that work out and some of those that don't. Keep trying. It's my opinion that there is somebody out there for everybody. All right, we'll see our first appearance of the second half from Emmett Miles comes in. Emmett had 4 fouls in the first half. Let's see if he can't get heated up here in a hurry, as he's been known to do. Miles, Larson, Davis, Miller, and Gardapi on the floor. There's Caven, Howard, Montgomery, Yannick, and sorry, I can't remember the last one. There's Davis, nice ball handling. He's up top. I was watching some highlights of Paul George earlier this morning with my son Henry. Again, the kids had the day off school for a teacher work day, and just seeing some Paul George's greatness over the years. And I know it's a long shot, a stretch, but I see a lot of that type of game in Julian. He's not afraid to take the big shot. He's got a flair for the dramatic, and he really makes plays all the time, just like PG. Nice rebound, Miller. Here come the Miners the other way, 42-24, 5.5 left to play in the fourth quarter. And there's Emmett Miles, set up by the senior Davis. Miles on the board, boy. If we can get Emmett in great shape and playing hard all the time, he is a really exciting player that the Miners should have a lot of a hope for, as are some of the young JV players. They're led by Coach Chris Young. They've had a great season. Played really hard, so had some ups and downs, as is always the case, but coming together as a team. And the thing I love about those boys is that they play basketball every day throughout the summer. Here's one of them right here, a young guy, Blake Rose. Rose replaces Larson. Blake's a freshman, Blake's a freshman. Good football season, becoming more and more mature all the time, and he's going to be a great player for the Miners. As are some of the other freshmen, led by, again, Coach Chris Lund. There's Miles from the corner. His three-point attempt, no good. Fouls his shot. Rebound, Howard. A couple years ago in Osborne, one of the communities surrounding Wallace, Boone McGilvery, his father, Kip, built a wonderful sport court with the support of the community there, and there's wonderful hoops, and it's just a gathering place for the kids. And usually at 12 o'clock throughout the summer, you can find a basketball game going there. And if no one's around, I might lower the rims and Instagram a dunk for my fans out there, if you're lucky. But man, just a great place, a great gathering place. We have a lot of things like that around the community. We're lucky to live here. Here's Davis from the corner. His three-point attempt, no good. Ball kept alive by Miles and Rose. Boo. Oh, and the foul's called against Emmett Miles. That's going to be his 5th foul. I don't know that there was much there, but his night's over. And there's a silver lining to every cloud as Emmett's replaced by senior Gabe Anderson here. On the floor for the Miners, Blake Rose, Gabe Anderson, Cooper Miller, Jordan Gardapi, and Julian Davis. 44-26, 4.5 left to play here in the ball game. Nice job handling the pressure. Miller guarded by Yannick. His pass, Rose unable to handle it in the corner. And that's one of the things there. Blake is getting bigger and stronger and more mature every day. But of recent, the Miners have been throwing some crazy passes his way that hasn't quite been able to handle. But in the future, Blake's going to be able to pull those down, whether they're good passes or bad passes. Nice interior play by Howard. How many points for 33, Gage? Can you see over there? How many points for them, 33? 6. That's Howard's 6th point of the night. Miller drives. There's Howard with the foul. Oh, somewhat of an own goal down at the other end. Gabe Anderson, the senior, helping the ball into the basket for the Wampus Cats, but those things happen when you're working hard around the hoop. Miller, lots of free throw attempts here tonight. He's been making most of them. Let's see how he does here. His first shot up and good. Former Wallace student John Hine, his son, is competing in the Elks hoop shoot coming up here. Bridger is I believe he's a 3rd or 4th grader, and boy, he's a focused kid. He made 23 out of 25 in his last outing. Keeps getting better all the time, and free throw shooting is not easy. unless you're Dan St. John, the world record holder. 7,552, if I'm correct, consecutive free throws. Something that is just unfathomable to me. If you have a chance, look him up online. It's not the NBA free throw championship, just a civilian. But boy, this guy can put him in the hole. And without the great form that you're accustomed to seeing great shooters use, he just kind of tosses it up there. But something about it, he just got in rhythm and was able to make a large amount of free throws. Took him 7 hours to do so. Just putting them in over and over and over and over. We'll be back in a sec. I'd like to apologize to Ted St. Martin. I attributed his free throw world record to Dan St. John. In fact, it was Ted St. Martin with a total of 5,221 consecutive free throws. Again, you can check him out on YouTube. He's just a normal dude, probably in his 50s or 60s when he made all those free throws. So I always think that's amazing. And it's hard enough to make 2 out of 2 free throws, much less thousands at a time. And we got kind of a ticky-tack foul called up high on a ball screen against the Wampus Cats, called against their senior, Montgomery. That's going to be his 3rd foul of the game. Team's 4th, and both teams will be in double bonus here for the remainder of the game. 18-point lead for the Miners, 48-30, 3 minutes left. Foul was called against 23. I'm sorry, that not Montgomery. That was that's Howard. There's our 23. He's guarded closely by 23, and the Miners are forced to take a timeout. Coach Jared Young calls a timeout. And he's going to have a conversation with Blake about not picking the ball up. It's always important to maintain your dribble. That's a 30-second timeout. We'll stick with it here. Want to say thanks to all the support staff around the school. Tony, the building maintenance guy. We got some wonderful custodians here. Our principal, Pudge Don Almquist, in his final year leading the Wallace Junior Senior High School. He's been here many, many years, and boy, the kids love him, and he's done a wonderful job. I'd like to say thanks to scorekeeper Pat Richardson, shot clock operator Joe Bauer. Joe is the husband of volleyball coach Katie Bauer. She's also the librarian, does many, many things here, runs the book club. I'd like to say thanks to Coach Chris Lund. Some fun in the Lund family this week. His wife, Katie Lund, the art teacher here, had a exhibition at a gallery down in Coeur d'Alene and was visited by a bunch of students who really enjoyed a little Q&A and a chance to visit with a local artist. And as Gabe Anderson, Gabe's on the board. That's his 2nd bucket of the game, and he's flexing as he runs down the floor. Nice to see Gabe having some fun out there. There's a steal by Strange, handled by Gardapi. Up-court pass from Miller to Strange, and the Miners are having some fun here. 52-30, 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the game. Here's Montgomery. He drives. Boy, keeps fighting though. Good effort there by Everett Montgomery, senior for the Wampus Cats. We see these guys year in and year out a couple times a year in each sport, and they're always game competition. It's fun to play against them. It's fun to go there. They have a wonderful support staff in Clark Fork. Great athletics, and it's always a good contest. There's Boone McGilvery into the game. He gets his hands on the ball. Ball finds its way to Caven, and Miners come the other way. McGilvery, Strange, Anderson, Davis, and Larson. There's Larson, his three-point attempt up and off left side. Rebound Caven, under 2 minutes left. 52-30 Miners. Caven's full court pass intended for Howard, out of bounds. Miners retain possession. And Clark Fork is going to use one of their timeouts here to get things together. Just under 2 minutes to play. 52-20 Miners lead. We're starting to count our chickens up here in the press box. Gage Wood says, I think it's safe to say we won. I think that is probably safe to say. A minute 42. Again, the final.
I don't know. They could get like an epic comeback, though.
Epic comebacks. That's why we play these games. Crazy things happen in sports, and you can never count people out until the final buzzer. But I think this lead is safe. Leading scorers this evening for the Miners: Cooper Miller with 17. Senior Julian Davis has 15. Gardapi, the other senior, with 7. Gabe Anderson on the board with 4, and Henry Larson has a bucket. Finishing up the game here for the Miners: Gabe Anderson, Larson, Boone, McGilvery, Julian Davis, and freshman Evan Strange. There's one of those other freshmen, Boone McGilvery, having a great JV season. Boy, it's tough when you don't get a chance to play football, JV basketball. I know our team has been struggling to get some games here. Clark Fork does not have a JV team, so the JV player's not getting a chance to gain that valuable experience, but Boone getting a chance to play here late in the game. Minute and a half left. Davis with the ball, passes inside to Anderson, dribbles left, in. His shot attempt no good. Good look by Anderson. He hustles back on defense. Montgomery with the ball, guarded by Larson. Montgomery refuses the screen. He's playing some zone. Nice rejection there by Davis. Larson with the steal, and Davis fouled really hard by Montgomery. That didn't look very clean or very sportsmanlike, but look, the referee, he's calling his compatriots in there. I think he's considering calling an intentional foul there, or something just a little bit more than a common foul. Here comes the report. Intentional foul. Yeah, it looked like Montgomery had been beaten and he was just trying to slide tackle Davis. Luckily, there's no injury there. Davis will shoot a couple free throws, and Miles will have possession after the play as well. That's Montgomery's 4th foul. That's one of his lone blemishes on the night. Great athlete, great competitor. Davis up and in for the first. Tegan Darg going to check into the game for him. Miners getting a minute of experience here. He replaces Larson. Larson had a tough week. Sprained ankle against, who was that? Sprained ankle in one of the games. Bloodied nose against, sprained ankle against Court of Christ at Holy Catholic Church, and then their night bloodied and bruised at Kellogg High School a couple times. So on the floor for the Miners, the 2 seniors, Davis and Anderson. They're joined by a few freshmen, Tegan Darg, Blake Rose, and Boone McGilvery. McGilvery will inbound the basketball. He looks in, gets it to Davis. Davis from the corner, 3-point attempt up, no good. Rebound Anderson. Anderson back out to Davis. Ball's batted around, controlled by the Wampus Cats. Under a minute to play, 54-30, Miners lead. Again, wishing all of you out there in Channel 3 Sports Land a happy Valentine's Day. Hope you have a nice weekend. Remember, Monday is a federal holiday. It's Martin Luther King Day. Hopefully that continues, as well as President's Day. There's Davis, and that's a fitting end to this ball game. Man, Julian Davis with a steal and the flush at the other end. Half a minute left, 56-30 Miners. A little bit of an exclamation point on this ball game. Wampus Cats turnover, 19 and 3/10. Strange going to substitute, called back. And the Miners will finish the game with Darg, McGilvery, Gabe Anderson, Julian Davis, and Blake Rose. Again, like to congratulate all the Miner seniors this evening. Gabe Anderson with his third buck of the night. Tiffany Willer, Amy Strange, Julian Davis, Jordan Gardepee, and Gabe Anderson and their parents. Jenna Clark, Sean Anderson, Jordan Gardepee's parents, Maggie Chapin and Jason Gardepee. Julian Davis's mom, Heather Davis, Amy Strange's parents, Stacy and John, and finally Tiffany Willer's parents, Savannah Willer and Justin Willer. Congratulations to the seniors. Congratulations.